If you're thinking about buying a home in Bay City, you've probably asked yourself, but which is the best neighborhood that will actually be the right fit for me? It's a big question, and the truth is not all neighborhoods work for everyone. Some are better if you want quiet, some have a real community vibe, and others are just super convenient depending on your lifestyle. So in this video, I'm bringing down the top 5 neighborhoods in Bay City, what makes each one unique, what to look out for, and how to figure out which one feels like home for you. Hi, I'm Jamie Broderick, a local realtor right here in Michigan, and I help people find homes that fit their needs and make the process as smooth as possible. Buying a home is exciting, but it can also be a little bit overwhelming, especially if you don't know what to expect from the neighborhood that you're moving into. That's why I'm breaking down the top 5 neighborhoods in Bay City and what makes each one of them special, what to keep in mind, and which might be the right one for you. Let's start with Central Bay City. This is where things pick up a bit. Central Bay City is kind of the heartbeat of town, and there's always something going on. From parades to festivals to art shows, it brings that small town charm with a little extra flair. You're also right near the city, the Center Avenue Historic District, which has some of the most jaw-dropping old homes in the region. It's the kind of place that makes you slow down just to admire the front porches and stained glass windows. I love that area. Because it's more active, you'll definitely feel a bit more of that downtown energy. It's not overly noisy, especially outside of the event weekends, but you might hear some activity here and there. Parking can be a bit tricky if you're not used to that downtown style vibe. So if you're someone who loves being close to the action, you'll probably love it here. But if you prefer more peace and quiet, I'd suggest visiting during one of the bigger events to get a real feel for the place. Now let's talk about what's nearby. Groceries are convenient with Dollar General and Kroger both around a mile away. And for quick bite or a local favorite, you've got the Shamrock Dairy Bar, Coonan's Irish Pub, and an Ideal Party store, all just a few blocks from home. Nightlife isn't super lively on this side, so if you're looking for like bars within walking distance, it's a little bit limited, but if you like calm evenings and still want access to everything that the city offers, it's a good balance. Driving in this area is easy and access to the main roads is great. Walking is decent, you'll find sidewalks and tree-lined streets, but you'll still likely need your car for errands and for groceries. Biking isn't really the go-to here either, so keep that in mind if you're hoping to commute on 2 wheels. As for schools, there are a few nearby options. Elementary is just less than a half a mile away, and high school is under a mile, which is super convenient for families. Ratings vary, so it's always a good idea to visit and see what feels like the right fit for you. All in all, Central Bay City is for folks who want to be in the mix. You've got history, you've got energy, and you've got community all in one spot, and it's just a short hop from everything else that the city has to offer. Okay, let's talk about Fremont Avenue area, because this neighborhood really is one of Bay City's quiet little gems. It's peaceful, it's tidy, and you can feel how much pride people take in their homes here. The houses have character. Some of them are beautiful, older architecture that gives the whole street a timeless charm. Now with older homes, you might run into a few quirks or updates needed, but for a lot of folks, that just adds to the appeal. I personally love it. What really makes Fremont area special, though, is the community feel. This is the kind of place where neighborhoods know each other, they say hi on their evening walks, and they come together for block events or holiday decorating. It's close-knit in the best way, and if you're someone who values connection, you'll feel it right away. Now, just a heads up, Fremont Avenue and its side streets are primarily residential, so if you love the idea of walking to a coffee shop or a boutique around the corner, this might not be it for you. It might feel just too quiet. Most errands will mean that you're probably making a short drive, but it's got great sidewalks, lots of dog walkers, and a laid-back, lived-in feel. It's the kind of place where kids still play outside and the yards are really well kept. School-wise, you've got solid options nearby, like McGregor Elementary and Bay City Central High School, and public transit is available through Bay Metro Transit, and for longer trips, you've even got an Amtrak bus station that's just a few minutes away downtown. If you're drawn to peaceful streets, friendly neighbors, and a home that feels like it has a story, Fremont Avenue might be exactly what you're looking for. Let's head over to North Union. Now, if you're someone who appreciates nature, birds in the morning, trees that actually give you some shade, you're gonna like it here. North Union is tucked into a part of Bay City where people genuinely enjoy being outside. You'll see families walking dogs, neighbors chatting in driveways, and yes, even possibly a few bird watchers with binoculars. This part of Bay City tends to fly under the radar, but it has its own kind of quiet appeal. If you're someone who values peace and calm, you're going to love it here. It scores a perfect 10 out of 10 for quiet, and that's not easy to find these days. There's very little noise, and the atmosphere stays calm no matter the time of day. It's important to understand that this area leans more car-friendly than walkable, and you're definitely going to want a vehicle for errands or for a coffee run. Walking and biking aren't super practical here, and public transportation is limited, but the upside is that driving is a breeze. You've got quick access to the highway, major roads are nearby, and parking is never an issue. In terms of daily needs, shopping and dining options are just a short drive away. You've got places like Meijer and Menards within only like 1.5 miles. Cracker Barrel is close to if you're in the mood for comfort food, and White Goose is a go-to for a laid-back evening out. Though nightlife is definitely minimal in this particular area, there's more nightlife in other areas of town. Schools are part of the Bay City School District, with Western High School serving this side of town. The local elementary school is less than a half a mile away, which is super convenient. The middle and high schools are about 10 minutes away drive-wise, so it's still very manageable for families. And if you're looking for a calm place to call home, where you can actually like come home, exhale, and really enjoy your space, North Union might be the right fit. Now let's take a look at Fisher and Florence, two neighboring pockets on Bay City's west side that are often mentioned together because they're so close, and they blend together in the best way. Fisher Florence isn't an official district, but locals know the area really well. These streets form the core of a quiet, tight-knit neighborhood that's just far enough from the downtown bustle to feel peaceful, but it's still close enough for a quick drive to get to just about everything. It's one of those places where folks tend to stay a while, where neighbors look out for each other, wave from their porches, and chat while walking their dogs. People love this area for its calm, family-friendly vibe. It's great for kids, super dog-friendly, and really easy to navigate. You've got convenient freeway access nearby, which makes commuting simple, whether you're headed out for work or for running errands, and parking is never a problem. Most residents here own their homes, and there's a nice mix of younger families and longtime locals. The average household income is modest, which helps keep the area affordable, and that's something that's getting harder and harder to find. It may not have a ton of shops or restaurants right on the block or right around the block, but you're never more than a few minutes away from everything that you need. And when it comes to community, people here are active on platforms like Nextdoor, sharing tips, local services, or even a free dresser or two. And there's a real sense of connection with your neighbors. If you're looking for a friendly, down-to-earth place with that classic neighborhood feel, Fisher and Florence might just be the spot. And finally, Marsec. This neighborhood has that old school charm, and it's the kind of place where kids still ride bikes down the block, and your mail carrier probably knows you by name. It feels familiar in the best way, like stepping into a community that still believes in slowing down and saying hello. The homes here are often come with larger yards, which is a real bonus if you want more outdoor space without heading out into the countryside. It's perfect for backyard barbecues, gardens, or just letting the dog run around. Marsec is also fairly walkable. You've got a few small shops, cafes, and grocery spots within reach. Save-A-Lot, Dollar General are nearby, and there are a handful of local restaurants like Roma's and Old Time Broadway that are just around the corner. But some of the streets could use a little bit of love. There are a few uneven sidewalks and older roads that have seen some better days. Some folks don't mind it, it adds to the character, but it's something to be aware of. It's a pretty average spot in terms of noise, and you'll get some city sounds here and there, but overall it has a relaxed, steady vibe. If you're biking or driving, it's manageable. There are main roads close by, so it's convenient, but traffic and parking can be a bit tight depending on the time of day. Schools in the area are part of the Bay City School District with McGregor Elementary, Handy Middle, and Bay City Central High School all within a few miles. Daycare options are pretty solid too, with a few well-rated centers that are just a short drive away. And one thing to know if you're thinking about buying here is that homes tend to be stable, but this is one of those neighborhoods where prices can swing depending on the market. So if Marsac is on your radar, make sure that you're working with someone who really knows the local trends and how to time your move just right. And I'd love to help with that. If you're after a neighborhood with heart, space to grow, and that lived-in front porch feel, Marsac might just be your kind of place. And so there you have it, the 5 neighborhoods in Bay City, each with their own strengths, quirks, and character. And if you're drawn to historic homes of the Michigan Fremont area, the peaceful nature vibe of North Union, or the cultural energy of Central Bay City, there's something here for every type of buyer. But remember, there's no place that is 100% perfect, and it's about finding the right fit for your life, not just the lowest property taxes or the prettiest street. And if you're thinking about making Bay City your home, or you just want help figuring out what neighborhood fits your style and goals, I'd love to help. My number is right here on the screen, and you can feel free to call, text, or email. I'm always happy to chat. If you liked this breakdown and you want more local insights, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.